Hello, friends. Danny Garola here with stampinthepinkbarn.com. Oh my gosh, you guys, super exciting news today. The new catalog is live. How fun is that? So one more minute and we will be top of the hour. Hello, Vicki. I decided to do tea today instead of coffee. So how many of you guys have already placed your order with that new, wonderful, beautiful catalog that just went live this morning? Hello, Wendy. Also, make sure that you got your free celebrations items when you're placing those orders. Oh yeah. It's so nice. I can now open these catalogs up and show you the inside. How fun is that? Also, don't forget, if you are not a part of the Stampin' Up family yet, take a look at the back of the Celebrations catalog or brochure and look at that new amazing join special they have going on right now. Hello, Wendy. This is something new for us to have 3 options of what you choose that comes inside of your starter kit. And do you see this beautiful little boho blue machine? That is something new to Stampin' Up as well. We have had our little white one for a while, and now they have come out with a new blue one. So I'm going to order that, and I will be showing you guys that when I get it. But isn't that cute? Kind of something just different. And it's kind of a really pretty blue. It's not like navy or anything like that. If you remember, and if you've been with Stampin' Up for a while, you remember the boho blue stuff that we had. Oh no, I'm sorry, Marcia, that you're sick. Oh, well, you take care of yourself. Make sure you get yourself some honey and lemon water to help make you feel a little bit better. Today, we're going to actually be using one of the new sets out of this beautiful catalog here. This is the one that lasts through May 1st. This catalog does. I'm going to be using the Share a Milkshake bundle. Oh, that's kind of hard to say. Share a Milkshake bundle. I love this bundle right here. I think I'm going to probably do a PDF class for this. I am working on my PDF class right now for the Country Floral Lane suite. So it is going to include 6 cards in the PDF. So keep watch for that. I'm in the middle of taking all the photos and writing up all the instructions for that. So just keep watch for that. It is not going to be a card kit. I decided not to do that. So many of you already have our products or are purchasing our products that this way it's a PDF. You can simply use everything you have. You don't even have to use Stampin' Up product. If you have something relatively close to this, you can probably replicate the cards that I am going to be providing for you. It's kind of just a thing that I have decided to do because it takes too long to do all the card kits, and then you guys have to wait for everything. This way, if I tell you ahead of time, you can already order the product. Again, it's going to include things that come from this whole suite here. So over here, you can see that you can purchase the suite at one code that you punch in, so you don't have to worry about, did I forget anything? Do I need to add something? This way, it's all one here in this code. Will provide everything on this page here. So the cards are going to be super, super cute. I have really taken a lot of time on making sure that I make them for all levels of crafting. So keep watch for that. It will be posted on my blog, and I'll also talk about it once I get that all written up and photos attached to it and all that. This way, the PDF will come straight to your inbox in your email once you have paid for it. So that way you can have all the instructions right there. There will also be a shopping list that has an attached clickable links to each one of the products. Make sure you have your paper trimmer. With that said, it has a punch, so you don't really have to worry too much about a embossing machine or a cut and emboss machine, besides the fact that I believe one of my cards, I do have a embossing folder on one of the cards, but again, that is something you could do without if you don't have one of those machines. So welcome you guys to Coffee and Cards here on the Thursday, January 5th. Again, the day that our catalogs have gone live, that mini catalog and the celebrations. So much fun in there. I love it when you guys can earn free products with those celebrations brochure. And just know that this is the only celebrations brochure we're going to be doing this year. We will not have two of them like we did last year. There's just going to be this one. It lasts January through February. So you will have 2 months to order and earn those free products from that catalog. The current paper pumpkin in rotation is called Key to My Heart. This runs from December 11th through January 10th. There is a promotion on my blog at stampinthepinkbarn.com that will tell you all about the prepaid options of getting your paper pumpkins. So again, you can earn yourself some free celebrations items with buying the prepaid subscriptions to the paper pumpkins. This is send love. Oh my goodness. Send your love to those you care about with a homemade card. Let love in this season and get just what you need to make crafts filled with sweetness in our all-exclusive kit. So there is enough in here to make 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs, along with 9 coordinating envelopes. You're going to get an exclusive special love-themed photopolymer stamp set. It's going to come with a fresh freesia ink pad, the little ink spot. There's also an add-on that you can purchase with this kit. It is a coordinating heart boxes. They're super, super cute. They're a 3x4 little box that's shaped like a heart. You will get 10 of those and 10 key-shaped stickers as well. So you can find that in the description of this video when I'm done. My paper share is still open for registration. This will be open through January 8th. So this is where you can get 6x6 packs of all the paper that is inside of that mini catalog, excluding that host paper, but all the other paper, even the specialty paper, is included in this. You can read all about this over on my blog as well. If you go to paper share, there's a tab across the top of my blog. If you click that paper share, you can read all about this, and the registration form is right there included in that. Again, talking about that join promotion, if you would like to know more about this, if you go to my blog and you go to promotions, scroll down and you're going to see the join during celebrations. You can read all about this and all these options that they are allowing you to pick from during celebrations to join my team. You can also see all the wonderful benefits and perks that you get joining my team as well. We also just today have a new kit hitting our shelves. This is called Saying Thanks. This kit is only $13, you guys. It is going to provide enough to make you 9 cards with 9 coordinating envelopes. It is going to be these 3 beautiful cards here. This also comes in a couple different languages that is included in your kit. So if you need to send some to your Dutch friends or your German friends, whatever, you will be able to have those languages with the thank you sentiment in there as well. So this is really fun. Don't miss out on this kit when you're placing your order. Again, that is called Saying Thanks. Mystery stamping, the supply list went out yesterday. Hopefully, if you're on my email list, you received that so you could get your products all together. We will actually be going live on a Facebook live event. The event is already created in my Facebook page. You can go over there and you can hit that going button to RSVP that you are going to be attending. Not only are you RSVPing that, but you're also going to get all the notifications of any upcoming things that you might need for that class. I don't really rarely ever change anything. It's pretty one and done. I give you the supply, you grab your stuff, and just know that it is not exclusive to Stampin' Up! Products. You can use any products that you have. I just want us all to get together and make a card, and you will have a week after the 11th, so through the 18th, to snap a photo of the card that you have made using either my layout, my technique, my fun fold, whatever it is, how I create the card. You need to duplicate it, but using your own paper and your own products. So they're all going to look the same as far as layouts or the technique or the fun fold, but they're all going to look different in the same sense because everybody's going to have their own products that they're using. So I will draw a winner from all of those cards that you guys have submitted over in my private group, Pink Barn Stampers group. If you're not a part of that, please go over and join that. Also read in the featured section and add your birthday to the birthday list. I love to shout out to all of you when it is your special day and let all of us come in there and tell you happy birthday. But I will do the drawing for all of those cards that are submitted. It is a completely random card. It is not based off skill or anything like that. So please do not feel intimidated. We are all here just having fun. I do not put up with any negativity on that group as well. So if anybody has anything negative to say, it will not be tolerated. So just know that everybody is welcome to submit a card with that. All right, let's get into drum roll, some super cute card making today. So my base that I am starting out with using this adorable set called the Share a Milkshake, along with the Share a Milkshake dies. So Stampin' Up! Has decided that they are going to call their dies the same name as the stamp set, which I so appreciate, because do you know how hard it is to try to remember the name of the dies if it isn't the same thing as the stamps? I have enough things I have to try to remember, so this makes it so helpful for us demonstrators to be able to remember that the bundle is the same name with both things. So this has got some super, super cute stamps in it. This has got 16 stamps. They are photopolymer. As you can see, I've been playing with this and I have a little extra sentiment there. But you've got a little straw in there. You've got your little ice cream and your ice cream poof to go on the top of your little sundae jar. You've got the little bowl to have your ice cream sit in as well. Some super cute little sentiments. Be my Valentine. You're the cherry on top. Celebrate. Life is sweeter than you. Life is sweeter with you. So that is adorable also. You've got a little cherry right here that goes perfect with that sentiment, with the cherry on top. This little die right here, I haven't had a chance to do my die sampler yet. I've been playing too much with this that I kind of dropped the ball on that one, forgot to get that done. But this actually makes a little rolled up waffle cone, and it is 3D, super, super cute. So I'll be sure to get that done this weekend so I can show that on my Monday live. Also, today I'm going to be using the frame from the Framed Florets set here from that bundle. I'm going to be using I'm not going to be using the whole frame. I'm just going to be using the insert in the inside of that. So just to let you know, and shoot, I just remembered that I put my die sampler, I already made a die sampler with this, but I actually had it with the paper, and since the paper is no longer available, I gave it to my mom to go store up at her house, so I'll have to get that die cut thing back from her. Goofy me. So our base of our card is real red. This is 11 by 4 1/4. We have scored it at 5 1/2. And what I am going to do is I'm going to take my paper trimmer And I am going to stick this right up against the edge, one side, and then take the other side and bump that right up there with my score mark already being my main edge here, that it's going to just give me a foundation. And then I'm going to take my bone folder and just burnish that down with that bumped up, so then my edge is nice and straight. Okay, so that is our base. The next piece that we need is using paper from, this is a Celebrations item. This is a level 2 item that is called the, what did I just had it upside down. Dandy Design. This is a huge pack of paper, you guys. It is right here. Like I said, it is a level 2, so that means once you spend $100, you can add this as your freebie on your Celebrations items on your order. You are going to get 48 sheets, 4 each of 12 double-sided designer series paper. The colors that are included in this paper are Balmy Blue, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Granny Apple Green, Mango Melody, and Petal Pink. So very, very bright, cheery, very, I'm going to say spring-like colors. That's what it reminds me of. Great for making Easter cards, you know, spring cards, making people happy if they're not feeling well. Something to just brighten your day. So what I need to do is, the paper that I'm going to be using is, I decided to grab this piece right here. This is that, these are all double-sided. So it is, the other side of it has these really dainty little zigzag stripes, almost like a chevron. But I decided to use this side. And this is the pale or petal pink color here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm grabbing my gingham embossing folder, and I am going to take this and emboss this. This is 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so when I'm done with that, that's going to come out with this really neat, it is very subtle because of the pattern on the paper, but you can see that it's got some texture to it now that looks like a gingham print. That is going to be our layer that lays right onto our card base. We need a piece of white scrap for our next piece. So what I'm doing with this is, I'm going to grab that oval frame here, and I'm going to run that through my machine. And when I do, I'm going to get this piece here. Okay. I only need the oval. So I'm going to save, oops, and it didn't cut all the way through, so I'm going to have to do it again. So hold on just a second. Let me cut this again. I knew that was feeling weird that I couldn't take that apart. So I'm just going to set this together, and then I'm going to run this back through my machine and cut that oval part out. Now if I can get this thing to stay lined up here. Okay, now let me run this through really quick. I'm still here. Ah, there we go. That's what I needed. I must have had it hanging off the edge when I did it. So that's better. So those pieces come apart like that. And that's what I need, is I need this oval right here. And it's got this really neat little beveled edge around it, which is what I really like. That kind of gives it just that finishing touch. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp my Milkshake inside of this little oval. And since I am using a photopolymer, I'm going to use my piercing mat here to give myself some cushion. Okay, so I'm going to use both pieces of the Milkshake little cup here. I'm trying to think of what that little cup is called, but at the moment I'm drawing a blank. So what I'm going to do is I am going to double stamp on this. So I'm going to use the, what did I say? Petal Pink. Where's my Petal Pink? Oh, there it is. Okay, grab Petal Pink, and I'm going to use the solid little cup first, and I'm going to stamp off once and then stamp on here pretty close to the bottom of this oval frame like that. Okay, very, very light in color, but that's okay because that's kind of what I'm going for. And then I'm going to take the one that has more detailed images on it, and I'm going to stamp that over the top of this. Now it's kind of hard to see because it is so pale, but we're going to just go with it here. Just like that, okay? I think my ink needs to be smudged because, so if you ever get like these little white marks on here, just take a spoon. I just buy these little plastic spoons at the 99-cent store. And then I just use these to rub that ink around on that pad so you don't get this kind of speckledy look here. All right, so there's our cup. And hopefully that'll dry and not be so smudgy looking. So I'm going to set that aside. Then I need to grab a piece of white. This is the basic white, just like this was basic white that I cut out of this. I need a piece of basic white, and I'm going to use my Versamark ink on this, and I'm going to use this image right here that looks like a root beer float kind of, or whipped cream, whatever you want to call it. Okay, and we're going to stamp that in the Versamark. Then I'm going to grab my clear embossing powder. So we make this look like it's nice and frosty and cold, like a milkshake would be. I think it's time to replenish my clear embossing powder. So there is that little image there. We're going to heat emboss that and cut that out. So it's going to melt nice and frosty and wet looking. Okay, and when I'm done heating that up, I will then take the die that coordinates with that, and we will cut that out. Okay, and when I do, I'm going to come out with this little wet looking frothy piece to our little ice cream here. Now, if you can see, this also cuts out this little divot right here on this, so you can add that little spoon or you can add the straw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the straw to that. So let's bring in our real red ink, and the little straw design. Now I like the little striped straw. There's actually a solid straw here as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp generation, second generation for this, because I don't want it super, super red, because I'm going to put a cherry on top. And my cherry, I want to be very, very deep red. So I'm going to grab my cherry and stamp it also. Okay, just like that. Okay, I'm going to die cut both of those out, since I have a cherry die here and I have my straw die right here. So when I do, I'm going to get my straw and my cherry. Okay, so I'm going to set these up here so I don't lose any of those. But like I said, this straw will now tuck in behind this little opening, just like that. Isn't that super cute? So it just tucks right in the back of that. So you're getting that dimension. All right, then using a piece of brown, this is the dark brown, this is called the Early Espresso. I'm going to use this die right here. It almost looks like a cloud, but I'm going to die cut that piece out. And when I do, I'm going to get this little piece here. Now this is going to get attached to the top of my ice cream, like we have drizzled some hot fudge over the top of that. Hello, Melanie. So yes, that's going to sit there like it is hot fudge dripped over the top of our little sundae here. Then using this big die right here, I am going to grab a piece of real red. I'm going to take that and I'm going to go cut that out. And when I do, I get this almost like this little netting, or I'm not sure what you want to consider that, but it almost looks like a waffle coney kind of piece. But I'm going to be grabbing that. We're going to cut that once we get our card started to be assembled. I'm just trying to get everything cut at the moment. Also, while I have this red piece, I need my Versamark again. This time I'm going to be using my white embossing powder, and I'm going to simply put the sentiment, "Be My Valentine." Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that, close my Versamark so I don't wind up getting any of my embossing powder in there, because that would not be a good thing to happen. It would destroy my pad. So then I'm just going to put the white powder on that, tap off all the excess. Let's make that a little bit more vibrant. Okay, that's better. All right, let's set that down there, get this closed. So when you order the embossing powder, the white and the clear both come in the basics. So you can grab both of those when you purchase your embossing powder. They will both come in the package together, and you will get the black in the basics. Okay, let's heat emboss this. So really make that white stand out. Thank you, Melanie, for sharing. All right, and then I'm going to simply take my scissors and I am going to fussy cut this out. And when I do, I'm going to come out with a little piece like this. Okay, then we can start attaching things to our card base. So one other thing that I wanted to show you, just to add another little element to this card, I have brought in this beautiful paper here. I am loving this paper. This is the Country Gingham. This also comes in that Country Floral Lane suite that I was showing you. You get 2 different papers in that suite. And this is a 6x6, but you get the, what is the colors here? I think that's Petal Pink, Sweet Sorbet, Mint Macaron, and Balmy Blue. So you get all these really neat gingham like printed papers here. Then when I flip it over, you get the blues and the mint macaron. Let me open this one up. Isn't that so pretty? Oh, and it goes gorgeous. It matches perfectly with the, what is it called? The country, it is called the Country Floral Lane Designer Series paper. You've got the red, that Sweet Sorbet. You've got some of that Balmy Blue in there with some of the Mint Macaron. If you saw the picture over on my mystery stamping card that we are going to be making, I have decided to use that paper for my mystery stamping card to make. So you can see there's kind of a little balmy blue, like bicycle-y looking paper. It's super, super adorable. Okay, so let's start assembling this card. Let me move my mat out of the way here so we can see everything. So I'm going to start out with attaching my chocolate fudge to the top of my little white poof of whipped cream or ice cream or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to place that right there. Okay, I'm going to actually grab some Wink of Stella, and I'm going to wink up this chocolate fudge to make it shimmer and shine. So again, it looks like it is hot fudge on drizzled on that big chunk of whipped cream, Cool Whip, whatever yours may be called. Okay, then I'm going to take my straw and I'm simply going to stick the straw. I'm going to add just a little dot of glue back here so I can place my straw in there so it stays in place. Like that. Okay. That is then going to get popped up on a couple little dimensionals here. This would be great. This would be a great set for birthday invitations, because especially if you're going to do like an ice cream birthday party or even like an ice cream social, that would be really cute to make little invitations with this. Okay, I'm going to place that right on top of that little cup there. Okay, that cup is going to go here. But the little piece of strip that I was telling you that I'm going to be using from this designer series paper, I just cut off a little 1/4 of an inch. I'm going to make that the size of, I'm going to cut that down to 4 inches, just to add just an extra element of color to this card. Next, I want to take this little red, like I said, I'm not sure what you want to call that. If it's like, I don't know, wovenness. I'm just going to cut it apart just like that. And now what I'm going to do with that is I am going to place this here. Take my little strip and place this right across the center, making sure I have this all kind of in place. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down right along the bottom here. Okay. This is now going to set just kind of right on top of that. Now what we're going to do with these little red pieces is I'm just going to take this one and tuck it right underneath here. So I'm just going to take some glue and just kind of lightly run it across there. watching my placement here. I'm just going to take this, stick it down. I'm not going to press it yet because I still want to make sure it's going to be kind of hidden behind this before I commit. I have commitment issues. No, I'm just kidding. I've been married for a while. I don't have commitment issues. All right, so then I'm going to take this one. Knowing that that is going to go there, I'm going to put this one right down here. Pop that in under that. Okay. Okay, super cute. This little piece here is now going to get adhered straight down onto my card, making sure I have everything even. Flip it over. Okay, just like that. Now let's take this super cute little cherry, add just a dot of glue to the back of that, and I'm going to kind of angle it to the side of the top of my chocolate, like that. Then using my little Be My Valentines, again, using a couple little dimensionals. This is now going to set right here on the side, right on top of that little gingham paper. And because I've got all these little messy pieces here, I'm going to get my Moo Moo vacuum brew and suck those little things up, because this thing is a miracle worker for cleaning my desk and getting rid of all of those. That was my little Amazon find. I have chai tea today, and oh, is it good. I already had my coffee this morning, so I figured, you know what? I'm going to do tea this morning because that just really sounded good. It is kind of a dreary day here in Tucson, Arizona. The last couple of days have been kind of wet and rainy. Yesterday we finally had a dry day. I had to take my mom into her doctor, so we had a nice day without some rain. It doesn't rain very often here in Tucson, so I am not complaining. Okay, I'm going to glue that directly down onto my base. And now let's dress this up with a little bit of these opaque adhesive back gems. Now these are some new gems in that catalog. You've got Gorgeous Grape. I'm not sure what color that is. I'm gonna say it's probably Sweet Sorbet. You've got some Highland Heather, and then the white. I am actually going to use those Sweet Sorbet. I think that's what color that is. I'm gonna assume. So let's take one of these big ones and place it down here. I know my card is using Real Red, and I know these are Sweet Sorbet colors, but I still think all those reds kind of look really good together. Okay, so I used a medium. Let's grab a little one up here, place it right like that to give just a little pop of sparkle. We do have that wink of Stella up there on that chocolate fudge, but there is my super cute card using that new Milkshake set that has been offered to us in that new mini catalog. So I hope you guys enjoy this and give it a try, and maybe this has piqued your interest with the what is it called? Share a Milkshake set, this little bundle here, I have made a couple of these cards. See, my stamp set, I must have, or my ink pad was not as flooded as it was over here. I must have filled it and forgot to use my spoon to get it all even again. But there are my cards. I absolutely love these. Just adorable. So here is my current host code. Please use my host code when you go inside of my store. After you hit that checkout button, you have added all your products to your cart. Don't forget about your Sale-a-brations items. Then you are going to simply type this in, or you can copy and paste it from my blog. It's on the right-hand column up at the very top. You can copy and paste that, drop that right in when you are about ready to finish out your order. And that would help me tremendously. That is also what helps me come to you guys live every Monday and Thursday and bring you guys these super cute card ideas. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Have a terrific, fabulous weekend. And I will see you guys back on Monday for my Facebook Live. All right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.